What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Carlo here at Magnet Crypto, back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some very interesting and important crypto news, and of course breaking down the market. We are now in a very nicely bullish momentum, but is there resistance coming up? So I'm going to be looking at a few different cryptos and also some crypto news, so pay attention. This is going to be a good one. Cue the intro. So to get started, just a quick look back at previous video that I did on the 8th, and also just after that regarding Cardano. Was looking very bullish, but it's important to kind of when it comes to analysis, this is about practice, to practice all the time, practice breaking down the market, TA, and then when you've got them right, which, you know, as you practice more, you get more often, to be, you know, to increase your confidence, the fact that you're getting it right. Now, you're not always going to get it right, but when you do, be proud of it. So just a small example of, because right now when we look at the charts, you'll see Bitcoin is at 49k, and that's exactly what I said in the video. So just a shout out to people that are practicing their TA. Be confident, practice, and then, you know, show those receipts as well. So that's just a shout out to that. Now let's get into some crypto news. So first and foremost, we've got Solana, which did very well in the last couple of weeks, but it is not exempt from getting attacked by hackers. So let's look into this article. So it seems Solana has had its first rug pull after Luna Yield, a cross-chain yield aggregator, drained an estimate of $8 to $10 million from investors. Luna Yield, a Solana-based cross-chain yield aggregator and decentralized exchange, might have rug pulled after their official website and social media channels were taken down today, according to Solpad, Solana's finance launchpad. So basically, they've disappeared from social media, taken down the website, and have also removed the liquidity from their exchanges, and so they've disappeared, and it looks like they've gotten away with it. Going into it further, this has led to Solana slowing down. So the Sol token seemed to have slowed down after an impressive 2-week long bull run. This is Solana's first and biggest rug pull yet. Some users from the community, like Hokegani, have criticized the lack of transparency in the Solana ecosystem. As Crypto Potato reported recently, Solana has been on a massive rally, 90% up in the past 7 days, following several protocol upgrades and a $70 million crowdfunding to support the launch of its official DEX Manga markets. Big launch of that, which is the first DEX on the Solana blockchain. Another boost for Solana came after the launch of Degenerate Ape on the Solana Art, or Solan Art, Solana's NFT marketplace, which record daily volumes over 90,000 Solana, over $5 million. So again, a big reminder to the ecosystem that almost every blockchain is prone to getting hacked. Now 8 to 10 million is quite small compared to what we've seen previously. I think, I don't know, was it Polygon or Ethereum, or a mixture of the both, up to $600 million. So it's a much smaller rug pull. This could be because the ecosystem is still quite new, but yet it happens. So it's just started off, so, you know, it's not bug proof just yet. However, what I will say is, one, it happens to all blockchains, so it's not really anything special, but two, very confident in the team behind Solana. As I said many times, a big fan of Sam Bankman-Friedman. I'm sure they're going to learn a ton from what's just happened, and they're going to be even more diligent when they launch the next project on their IDO, or when they do the next IDO on the launchpad. So it's a small rug pull. I'm sure it won't slow them down too much. The fact that they've gone up 90% means it was likely for a retracement anyway, so this was going to happen. So not a massive deal, not to get too worried. Solana is still a great token to invest in. So it was going to happen. It's probably going to happen again in the future. Hopefully not a big one. If it was a big one in the hundreds of millions, then I'd be a bit more worried about the security of the blockchain. Moving on to the next article is regarding Coinbase. The board has approved a $500 million agreement to invest into crypto as part of the portfolio, and also 10% of their profit quarterly, and potentially even more than 10% as time goes on, invest that back into crypto. And I mean, we know this already, but it shows the confidence they have in how far crypto will go, how far these assets will increase in value, will develop as an ecosystem. So this is extremely bullish to see Coinbase are reinvesting back into the market. They, more than anyone else, like Binance, know the future of crypto. They know exactly what's happening behind the scenes, the development that's going on. So this is a massive sign. Again, something that we already know, how far this market is going to go. And furthermore, they're also looking to get into the market of Japan now. I mean, you know, being established in America is already more than enough, so Japan is not going to make much of a difference. However, they are looking to expand into Japan, and they've done so by collaborating with a prominent bank, Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group. So they want to also get into that market to gain some further market share. So maybe from Japan they'll look to go to the rest of Asia. That could be what they're thinking. But another thing they're thinking long term, they want to kind of venture into other markets. They've already established themselves in the West, Europe, and the US, and now they want to go into Asia, maybe China down the line. Who knows? But it's very, very bullish to see that they're doing that. So that's crypto news. Let's transition over to the charts. So Bitcoin, as I said in previous videos, was looking very, very bullish when it crossed 44.45. It tapped first and rejected, but it broke through convincingly. As I said, it's very important that it broke convincingly. Closed there for the week, and now it's looking at the next major level, which is, as mentioned right here, 48 to 49k, which is the bottom, this low right here. And now it's another junction. Is it gonna get past this and then head towards previous highs from as low as 55k towards 59, 60k? That's going to be the next major level that's heading towards, if it manages to break past this level and close. Important thing, now we are Saturday, so tomorrow we'll find out a bit more information. Then going into Monday, we'll know if it's going to break past convincingly, or is it going to reject and head down towards 45, which is the next major support level. So let's see how it reacts. Right now it's just at the precipice, it's at the bottom of it, and it wants to get past. So it's just tapping on the door. Is it going to get it through? We're going to find out very, very shortly. But you know, I think, you know, maybe next week or two, probably get past. But going forward, I think it is a good time to potentially take some profits. Now I'll talk a bit more about this and my thoughts in the summary at the end of this video. Now let's go over to Ethereum. Ethereum is looking mighty bullish. This is a very good candle right here. It shows a lot of buy side demand. So it went all the way down to here, picked up a ton of liquidity. This is a bullish candle. If it starts to push on from the end of the week into next week, then I think it's going to go to 39.44k, potentially beyond. So this is, at the moment, the way it's looking right now, so that's bullish. I believe that's the hammerhead, so it's looking bullish to continue. If it rejects from this area, which I don't see happening, but there is this, but the bottom of this wick, so that could be resistance. But if it continues on, it's heading towards 4k. If it doesn't, then probably we're going to be heading back down towards 2700 as the next point of support, which used to be resistance. Now let's have a look at a couple of altcoins. First and foremost, Cardano. As I said, where is it? There you are, you beaut. All-time highs have been breached. That was looking very, very bullish in the last few weeks. I've mentioned it many times. So Cardano is looking very good, and this candle as well is looking like it wants to press on. Now there are some major updates coming up, so this is probably why it's happening, but it could head towards the next major round number, which is $3. That's probably when it's going to start retracing of sorts, and that is about 25% gains from right now. There isn't, so basically what it's heading towards is it's in price discovery right now, and this candle right here is one that's continuing from the previous momentum, the previous trend, which is up. So Cardano is looking very good, and also what we want to see before we get too excited is for it to confirm, make this support. So this level right here, the previous high, you want to see it make support. So it needs to close above this, and then we can get a bit more excited, because what happens sometimes is when a crypto or a stock breaks all-time high or breaks a resistance, it can be a short-lived one, and it can rocket past and then instantly retrace and go back down. So we got to watch out for that. So we want to see it close for the week above 230, and then we can be a bit more bullish. That's going to go towards $3, which is the next major key level. Also, one that I mentioned as well is Atom. Now I said if it manages to stay above $17, then there's a good chance we're going to head towards $22, $23, and that's exactly what it's done. It's stayed above, look right here, $17, and now it's broken instantly to the next major level of $22, $23. Now if it stays above this, so let's just move that over here. If it stays above this 23 and 21, or 21 first, then we can expect it to head towards previous all-time high of 28, 29, and then towards 30s. So it's looking very good right now. It's looking very bullish. We want to see it close above 21. That's the major thing we're looking at. Again, similar to Cardano, if it doesn't, then it could retrace back below and head towards 17. If you got involved in this investment, maybe it's a good time to take a little bit of profit off the table. Polkadot as well is looking very good. There is some resistance up ahead at $30, so this might get smacked down towards 24, 25, because there's a major low right here that it might get rejected from. So that's what we want to look out for with Polkadot. And the next major one that I want to have a look at is Ocean Protocol. Now Ocean has been one of the slow ones to react in during these corrections, but right now it's in between two important places. So it's broken above 83 cents, as you can see, which is the previous low right here. This is bullish. If it can close above this, maybe retest as support, that's very bullish. However, it did get rejected from a 1.06 right here. So what could happen is maybe we could see some consolidation between these two levels, and then potentially a break up and then going towards 150, 155. So this is where Ocean is at, but it's definitely bullish to see that's above this level. Again, to repeat, what we want to see is for it to reclaim 85 as support and then head upwards to break this level, if not the first attempt. So very bullish. Lastly, of course, we've got to look at AGI. Now I made a video about it, or several covers of this. As long as it stayed above 25, it was looking bullish, and now you have, look right here, a bullish candle, potentially a hammer. No, it's not a hammerhead, something else, a bit of a doji, I think. This wick right here has tapped previous high of 25 cents. This is a bullish candle, and if it stays like this, closes in this manner, then we can for sure see 33 cents, which is the previous high of AGIX. That is, we can see that being hit and potentially even beyond. So AGIX is looking very bullish indeed. If If it stays like this, I would expect it to hit 33, even maybe higher towards 45, 50 cents, because the market right now is very bullish. So it could push AGIX into the stratosphere. So now to close off this video with a bit of a summary, the market is looking very bullish indeed, but we've got to learn from the correction. This push, right? I've been looking over Twitter. I mean, it's not the best place to look at, but it's got a lot of perspectives. And a couple that I saw believe that this could be a dead cat bounce, meaning that the massive correction is reversing, but this could be a dead cat bounce. So this correction could, in fact, then once again drop and even lower than the previous drop of Bitcoin being at 29k. And to kind of, if that is the case, what we would expect is potentially for Bitcoin in the market to get about 80% of where it used to be. So Bitcoin maybe between 50 and 60k, and then for it to retrace. So what I'm going to be looking out for, just in case, is if it rejects the previous highs and then starts to drop. So I mean, to prepare for this, it's always smart. Take a bit of profit off the table. That's what I'm planning to do. I'll let it ride a little bit more, but I'm going to take a couple percent off the table in case this is a dead cat bounce. I'll have some money in the bank, and if it turns into a long winter, I'm okay. I've taken some off the table. I'll be happy. I can survive. But best case scenario, of course, that this isn't a dead cat bounce and it breaks all-time highs, continues to go up and up and up, and most of my portfolio is on the table, so I can reap the rewards of that. But it's always better to be prepared for both situations. You don't want to leave too much on the table in case this turns very, very ugly. So that's how I'll wrap up this video. See you in the next one. Peace.